Grandpa's chicken ranch was all that was left of his great farm of the old days. And so we had eggs and more eggs and, sad to say, roast chicken. Then we started naming all the chickens, for there was an unwritten rule that you couldn't kill and cook a chicken to whom you'd given a name. I dropped by the old flower shop for the first time ever on Mother's Day, making sure that no one saw me doing such a sissy thing. However, my 35 cents wouldn't cover it. So, on the way home I had an idea. I stole Old Lady Johnson's prize rose and gave it to my mom, bugs, thorns, and all. The songs of larks rose to greet us in our hot air balloon, as we rose high, piercing the stillness of the sky. Way down below we could see the wheat ripening and the flower gardens in which we could somehow, although far above, sense the bees bumbling along, laden with the pollen of the foxglove and the honeysuckle. When we tired of playing pool, there were always the pinball machines, with their bells, buzzers, and flashing lights. For a few brief moments, all life was reduced to keeping that ball bouncing and out of the drain, something like what we had to do with our own fragile lives as teenagers. The more adventurous or foolish of us boys would sneak up on the bees as they gathered nectar from the hollyhocks, and we'd quickly bend the flower around and over them, trapping them inside. After a few rough shakes, we'd listen to their aggravated buzz and then let them fly away. Now and then we'd get stung, but not very often. We saw a ghostly glow coming from the foliage and what looked like Christmas lights spread on the evergreens and bushes. In the flowers, we saw fireflies looming them. The day pours life into roots with sunlight. Flowers bloom, showering us with delight. In a blossom, a glowworm blinks its light, kindling the flames of a romantic night. The glowworms, fairy stars, come down to ground, gleam the shadowy woods through summer's round. During the gloaming they warm up their lights, and then metamorphose wings for their flights. The dusk deepens, night's pot of tea steepens. Silence descends as when a gift opens. Eventide rises. On high, Scorpius camps. The eyes catch stars like fireflies in lamps. The sky is lit, a twinkling promenade of mating calls from illuminated pods, tracers pulsing wild, searching thoughts that smile. from fireflies named Winkin, Blinkin, and Nod. Flashing desire, the glowfly twinkles across the starry summer sky, love's energy unspent, searching through the darkness with passion's might for the beacon of her consent, the surging sight of love's pulsing green and yellow light. The reply, yes, oh yes, a light, she winks to woo. Now he becomes a firefly, as at once she does too. Come light your lantern and mine with good cheer. We're magic lamps, our spirits dance in there. Our beginnings and ends are of nowhere, so let's radiate, since for now we're here. In a closing flower, they together make their stead, blinking, winking in the seclusion of its petal bed. This dance of light and love, their honeymoon, brightens the night, till it looks much like noon. Their jolts and bolts surging, merge in currents sweeping back and forth as they signal delight. Fires looming and oft relooming the flames of love in electric hugs, for they have by now become lightning bugs.